Oh, man. All right. Well, that was our second conference call with our panel of experts, which actually went really well. We've got different people assigned to each component, to the training, nutrition, motivation, etc. So that's all good. Next step is our flight to New York. The problem is I just got my travel itinerary and our girl booked it for flying in Tuesday and out Wednesday morning. So
now we have to rearrange our Wednesday meeting to a Tuesday meeting.
Yeah.
Because we're flying out the next day, Wednesday, we won't be able to.
So we got to get everyone regrouped. So literally flying in Tuesday afternoon and meet with everyone Tuesday afternoon and into the night. So it's going to be a long night.
Wow.
I mean, think about it, dude. We fly in, we have our meeting. That one night, we turn around and leave the next morning. I'm thinking a backpack. The shirts.
On Monday, I'll remind you.
Don't forget. Throw those in there, and then that's it, dude.
Don't forget your picture of me.
Do you want, should I take the big framed one?
Yeah.
Yeah? The wedding photo?
What's that?
Take the wedding photo with me?
Yes, please.
I'll set it up at the desk I'm at, too.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm actually, it's not that I wasn't excited before. I was always excited for this program. Although I was a little bit, after the initial excitement, I was a little bit nervous that we'd actually be able to pull it off.
Oh yeah, it's a lot to do, man.
So,
in such a short time.
But now that we're making progress, I'm really excited about this trip. Go up there and get everything finalized, pick our contestants. It's like I was saying in the meeting the other day, that just even the shirts, getting those shirts on Monday represents, it's like a little milestone.
Of course.
Represents all the work that's come before it.
Yeah, we've had
growing up in a small town, kind of had a real limited vision of what I thought was possible for myself. And so coming here to New York was that...
So it kind of relates to, people in fitness, with their goals you got to take.
It's all the same. It's like you look at... I can draw parallels between building a business and fitness, or just your life in general, your career path. It's all the same thing. It's all about building. Matter of fact, this program that we're putting together, it's the same thing. It started just as an idea, and everyone's got ideas. Ideas are dime a dozen. It's your ability to manifest that idea, turn it into reality, and there's certain steps that you follow to make that happen. Everyone wants to know what the secrets are. They always say, what are the secrets to fitness? What's the secret to getting in shape? And really, man, there is no secret. Yeah, it's the things that you hear all the time that you think are cliche, but those are the things that really get you there. Mm-hmm. You just have to embrace them. It seems like everyone's really on the same page. There's just subtle differences, so I think it's just ironing out those subtle differences and just coming up with one concept that we're all really comfortable with.
Yeah. I was actually a little confused during that first call. I didn't really understand what this was going to turn into. And I'm glad it turned into something more comprehensive. Because at first, and I know this is something that James mentioned in that call, that he wanted to make this different. But in my head, I'm like, how?
So I don't want to feel compelled to try to dish them up like the latest, greatest new thing. I want to give them the things that we feel comfortable are really going to work.
When you're actually focusing on yourself and working on yourself, you can use that hour or 45 minutes or whatever it is to not have those concerns, to put them aside and to really enjoy what you're doing. And that's something I think would be good to try to get people to understand as well, that this is for them.
The 60-day revolution to me means that we're doing something that hasn't been done before, that we're doing something that will completely change the way people think about training or nutrition, and improve their life in a big way.
So in other words, like you're saying, you can't go from all, full body to a full body to a full body, not if we're going to be really pushing him. So
Can I ask something? Do you guys did you guys consider having a conditioning day, like doing sprints or something?
I think
High
we should.
intensity like that. Back when I started, it was all about bodybuilding and aesthetics, and now it's a lot more about movement and your abilities and what you can do with your body. So what about doing that instead of the 5th strength day? Because the strength days, if there are like full body and really high intensity, four lifting days could be enough, and then you could just do something a little bit more movement based. Or
the other thing is, since it is still muscle and fitness, it's not just about conditioning. We've got to, these people are interested in building muscle too. So that means the workouts have to be intense enough, but that also means there has to be the adequate rest that next day.
And I think, like if you did like a 2 days on, 1 day rest, then your 3 day on, 1 day rest, it'd be give them enough rest and recovery.
Every program I've ever seen before is like James said, one guy's kind of idea on how, to reach a certain specific goal. And this is a total different revolution. This is like a new concept, a new idea, and a whole new type of approach to programming.
I think probably the major consideration we have to think about is, when you're worried about overlap, is the intensity. So if we're talking about those first 2 days, just how intense were we?
If you're just gonna do you could do a strength day definitely, and then have your challenge day, and that would alleviate a lot of problems. You obviously don't want to throw a lot of volume and high intensity work, and then follow it right back up with another challenge day. That would really.
The fitness industry has evolved in a number of good ways. I think it's educating people. They're trying to minimize confusion, because there's a lot of it, because there's a lot of people that don't have very good ethics and are misleading people.
Everyone keeps chasing the next new thing. They get halfway into something, they're like, well, maybe this isn't right. Oh, there's something new out there, a new nutrition plan. I'll follow that. Kind of hitting critical mass here. This is too much. This is too much. I'm like going 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I'm texting, I'm emailing, I'm gonna do this, I'm doing it while I'm driving, and I go home and it's 6 o'clock, I'm answering, when's your time? To me, that gym is that time.
When James called me and told me about what he was doing, I immediately was captivated and motivated to be a part of it. And when he wanted to include me, I knew that I was going to be part of a very powerful team.
My name is Zach Ziegler. I'm 33 years old, and I'm the senior editor for Muscle and Fitness.
Hi, my name is Narius Bogdanas, and I'm a fitness coach.
Hi, I'm Angelica Nebbia. I'm an IFBB figure competitor and an official judge of the NPC.
My name is Kyle Hunt. I am 31 years old, and I am a fitness, health, and nutrition coach.
Now I'm going to be a part of it myself, so I'm going to be involved, and I'm going to be a human subject myself. So 60 days, you're going to watch a difference in me. See these guns? They should be bigger.
I'm Matt Tuthill. I'm 34 years old. I'm the deputy editor of Muscle and Fitness magazine and a certified physical preparation specialist. Okay, so we're looking at it as a 5-day split with an additional 6th day every other week right now. To his credit, gathered all the right people and has been pushing all these guys in the direction that he wanted it to go. I think the most exciting aspect of this is that when the program's over, they're gonna be able to program for themselves.
I don't think you actually map out your own workout. You can just go in and kind of freestyle, because you already got all the tools at your disposal. Probably almost everyone in this room does. And I would like to get them to that point where they can just go into the gym and kind of, do their thing.
It's a lifestyle. That's what he wants to give people, and that's something that I'm really on board with that.
I think we're trying to create a program for everyday people that have to operate within, those constraints of, their career and their kids and everything else that they have going on. So if we can make this thing, manageable within that, to me, that's the key. What's happening?
Hi, James. How was your trip?
It was good, thank you.
What's this?
I'm just going over the notes from our meeting in New York. That was, which was actually a great meeting. We got our whole panel of experts together for the first time in person, and we plowed through the training program. We went through everything, goal setting, nutrition, you name it. And so next step now is just taking all these notes, and we just have to compile them all and put the program together. I mean, we already have the concept. We have everyone was on the same page, so we got a great idea. So now it's just kind of putting it together, polishing it up. So that's the next step, polishing up the program itself. And then we've got to take our finalists. We went over our semifinalists there in person. And so now we've just got to narrow it down to our 3 finalists. Yeah, I'm psyched.